Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, July 18, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. There's a lot going on this morning, so let's jump right into the charts. First off, the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading higher by $2.50 to 1956 and a quarter. Now, yesterday the markets were hit pretty sharply to the downside. You had the S&P 500 finish down about 23 points. The NASDAQ was down over 60 points yesterday. So the markets are trying to stage a rebound today, and in the past they have. So we'll see how this plays out today. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to see, but I do know that there's a lot of stocks in motion, so there's some good day trading opportunities, and that's first and foremost. Then you have the European markets right now all trading slightly lower. Nothing horrible, but you do have the German DAX down about 0.75%. So we want to keep an eye on that. And in overnight trading, you did have the Nikkei 225 index finish down about 1%. So it's going to be a wait-and-see type deal. There's a lot going on geopolitically. Looks like you have the Malaysian aircraft that was shot down, and again, a terrible disaster. But that's being sorted out. Who did it? How did it happen? You also have Russia and Israel and Palestine really on the ground fighting right now as well. So there's a lot going on geopolitically. We'll see how the markets react. And again, this is a day where you just got to take it real slow, real steady, watch the charts, and do whatever the charts tell you to do. That's the only way to really make money in this type of environment. All right, there's a lot of stocks in the news. Let's go right to them. First off the bat, we're going to start with Google. Google right now is trading at 6.01. The stock closed at 5.80. Now, this was not the case yesterday after hours. Google was trading around the 5.85 level, but all of a sudden has since moved higher. The numbers out of Google were not very good, but again, that's why we don't look at numbers. We just look at the charts. So Google right now pushing up a little bit more. I don't even have a good resistance level for Google, but I will say this, that the February 24th, 2014 high was at $615. So, can the stock get up to that price? Possibly. I just don't have a level here for it until that happens. So there's not much we could do with Google, but nonetheless, stock is reacting positive before the opening bell. Now, another stock that's acting very positive is Skyworks Solutions. Skyworks reported earnings. Stock is trading at $50.85. It closed at $46.34. Great move here for Skyworks, but you cannot chase this. This equity has gone almost parabolic, and it's still a strong move. But look at the monthly chart, and you're going to see that this thing, let's just get rid of that line. You're going to see that this thing has just gone straight up in a straight line. So anything that's this overbought, you really need to just sit back and leave it alone. I would not in a million years chase Skyworks. Now, I don't have a short level for this because I believe this is a new all-time high, but you could see that the stock right now is extremely overbought. It's very, very tough to see further upside on that chart. Let's take a look at TGP. This is going to be a gap play this morning. The stock closed at $46.95, now trading at $44.72. So we will have gap levels for you in the chat room right at 9 o'clock. We'll look to play that as a gap play. IBM, they reported earnings as well. The stock immediately shot up to 198, then came right back down to earth, down to around 191. It's trading at $190 right now. All in all, I don't know what we can make out of IBM right now, but I don't see any upside whatsoever. So, in fact, I only see downside. So, you never know what can happen during earnings, but all in all, I would look at further downside. I don't have any great levels that I even want to own the stock, so I'd let it fall and see where it lands. We'll watch for chart pattern during the course of the trading day, but right now IBM just down a little bit from yesterday's close, which was 192.49. All right, let's take a look at AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. This is a competitor to Intel. We know Intel had great reaction to earnings. AMD not so much. Right now, when you look at AMD, the stock closed at $4.56. It's trading at $3.75. That's a real brutal sell-off. Stock doesn't have any support till $3.50, and then $3.30, and then it has more support at $2.95. I can't tell you what kind of bounces you'll get off these levels, but you probably get a few pennies. But either way, ugly sell-off. But watch those levels when they're hit. Let's take a look at Seagate Technologies, STX, storage company, hardware, software storage, hardware storage. Again, stock's trading at 59.87. It closed at 59.49. So there's not much you could do with it. It's really right in the same range where it closed yesterday. Looking at the chart pattern here, if the stock did break down by some chance today, you'd want to be a buyer at $54, $54.10. That's a really good level today for a bounce. I don't know if the stock will sell off down to that level, but I have seen big moves out of the stock in the past, and if it does get there, I'll be a buyer, snatching it up right around 54 bucks. Let's take a look at General Electric. I think they reported earnings as well. The stock closed at $26.61. It's trading at $26.73, so it is upticking a little bit. I don't see any real upside for General Electric. There should be a ton of resistance around $27.10. If the stock declines today, you'll hit a little bit of support around $26.25, but there's not all that much there for the stock at the moment. Johnson Controls, JCI is the ticker symbol. This stock's in motion today. It closed at $49.88, trading at 49 bucks. A level I like for Johnson Controls is $47.80. That could be a scalp play, and in fact, all the levels mentioned here are just scalp plays. That means a day trade from 10 to 30 minutes, no longer than that. But Johnson Controls at $47.80. That's a really good level today if it does get down there. Let's take a look at Nu Skin. NUS is the ticker symbol. Right now the stock is trading at $63.40. A level I have for Nu Skin, there'll be some short-term support at $59.39. But remember, this is a very thin stock, meaning it doesn't trade over 1 million shares a day. It is a big mover when it gets going too, so it can have wide price swings. Be aware of that. It comes with high risk. So again, that's what I'm seeing here for Nu Skin. There are a lot of other earnings plays out here. Most of them, not most of them, but there are a lot that I can't even get to because there's so many. So again, we'll be looking to take advantage of the morning hours. The volume trends generally lighten up around the lunch hour generally. So we'll see how that all plays out, and we'll see where this market goes. But again, generally volume will lighten up around the lunch hour, so you just want to be aware of that on Fridays. All in all, I'm not sure what today is going to bring us, but right now the futures are holding steady, and that's a little bit of a surprise since yesterday in the after hours the futures were moving lower. Looking at gold this morning, gold is getting hit a little bit. It's down $6.40 an ounce to $13.1050. Let's go to the GLD. The GLD staged a big move yesterday. Today it's really just pausing around this 126 level. It did close at 127.08, so gold is down a little bit. Again, I don't think there's a pattern here to play gold at the moment, but there could be one setting up for the future, so we'll keep that on the radar. Oil prices, spot crude is down 16 cents to 103.03 a barrel. So if you're taking a look at crude, trading at 103.03 a barrel, so $103 crude right now. Let's go to the USO. USO right now is trading at 37.83. Looks like yesterday in the after hours did get above that 38 level, but it has pulled back. We'll see where crude finishes today. Again, a lot of events going on geopolitically, so you have to see what's going to happen in the crude market. Sometimes that can cause the crude market to move around. But either way you slice it or dice it, we'll see where this one goes. I am long the USO, just so everybody knows, as a swing trade. So there we go. We'll see how this all plays out and shakes out. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.